we go, one more time. I don't know what happened before.
Saudi Arabia has nothing to lose by taking this move. Basically, they can, shove this off on Iran and possibly...
Okay, here we go. All right, who is this chick? I have no idea who this lady is. Don't care. But she just said that they signed a deal with the second most powerful country on the planet, and they don't have anything to lose. They don't have anything to lose. I mean, there's Saudi Arabia. There's wars going on all around them. And a couple of days ago, they were telling us that they were going to put a bunch of troops together and invade Syria. And now, today, I remember a couple of days ago, I'm not referencing the story. If you don't remember, I don't give a care, as we used to say. There's the story. Russia, Saudi Arabia, output freeze helps oil prices higher in Asia. Okay. Because, I mean, think about this a minute, right? This would be like you get on the news in 1939, okay, and they tell you that Germany and England just signed a deal to, to quit production of coal, or to quit, because at that time that was the big deal, or quit production of oil. Whoever's producing it. I mean, this is historic. These people were about to be part of World War III. And now they're signing a deal. All right? They're signing a deal. And I also think this is interesting, where it says, Iran oil minister support any effort to stabilize market prices. All right? So I don't really care what these people have to say. I don't care what this girl has to say. They got on here and talked about blah, blah, this, and how these people are going to do that. And all they're interested in is what the price of oil is going to be. I don't really care about the price of oil. What I care about is the fact that I work for the National Rifle Association, and I talk to potential donors all day that want to help me, that don't have a job because they're out of the oil business. And I'm also concerned...
Saudi Arabia has nothing to lose by taking...
There we go. They're doing it again.
Basically, they can, shove this off on...
I don't really care. I'm also concerned that I live in a community here in West Virginia where I'm drinking water and it has some of this crap from this residue from this crap that they put in the ocean because they have to, that they put in my water because they're fracking my water. I'm concerned about that too. I am concerned about these jerks who have plenty of oil for everybody and who want to turn everything into a business deal. These people in here were talking about how the businesses are blah, blah, this, and blah, blah, this, and if this happens, and that happens, and that happens, this'll happen, that'll happen, and the stock market, okay, I'm pretty much tired of all this crap, okay? There's plenty of oil down there for all of us to get by, and I'm tired of having wars, because we were about to have World War III, folks. That's what I think. Now, I can't prove it. I will just say also that last week we had the Pope and the head of the Russian church meet for the first time in 1,000 years. And I just think that's pretty historic, because I think they knew that we were about to start World War III because a bunch of jerks have attacked the Ukraine, a country that was a part of Russia before the United States was founded, a country that they thought that they could just run in over there and overtake. And we hear about how terrible Putin is, blah, blah, blah. And I frankly don't know. I'm just a little concerned about somebody dropping bombs in Washington and me being in Clarksburg and it disturbing my whole breakfast. Okay? I don't think I'd have a good breakfast that day. Right? You get my meaning. So I think this is huge. Very big. Now, I just want to have one other thing that has nothing to do with this subject. I just want to let you know that I'm going to start making these. A couple of months back, I had my family jump all over me about these videos. They don't like them and yak, yak, yak. And I was somewhat suppressed. And I've been somewhat suppressed and unhappy about what's going on. And I'm going to quit being suppressed and unhappy. If you don't like these, then you don't like them. The other thing I want to say is, if you watch my video, I like you to make a comment. I don't like people who sit here and watch my video and can't go down there and compose a a sentence or two on what they think, okay, on the subject. I don't want to hear a stock pick. I don't want to hear some advice for life. I want to hear something about the subject that's topical. If it's topical, it's fine. Because we need to all start talking to each other better. And if I got off the deep end, it won't be the first time. Bye-bye.